Hi everybody, Dan Illman, Mike Beer. There are two $250,000 races at Zia Park on Thanksgiving Eve Wednesday. Race number 8 is the Zia Park Oaks. Before we get into the analysis of this race, I want to remind everybody, big week on DRF.com, specifically shop.drf.com. It's our Black Friday week of sales. You get to save big on DRF's hottest handicapping tools. Again, shop.drf.com for all the details. Let's throw up the field for the Zia Park Oaks. $250,000 is the purse. 3-year-old fillies going 1 mile and a 16th. Unfortunately, there is a quarantine situation at Zia Park this week. There are going to be several scratches out of the notable stakes races, and the notable scratch, Mike, out of this race is the number 3 Lady Apple, the 3-5 morning line favorite, and the most likely winner on paper.
I mean, it changes the race a lot. She was certainly going to be a heavy favorite in here. She's a really nice 3-year-old filly. I mean, I was sort of happy to take a little chance against her here at a short price, Dan, but it doesn't matter now. Either way, she was the horse to beat. It changes the race a ton.
Now let's throw up the Timeform US pace projector for this race. Keep in mind, once scratches become official, this Timeform US pace projector at timeformus.com will update for scratches. We are not only expecting the 3 Lady Apple to scratch, we're also expecting the 5 Horologist to scratch. And Mike, that might just leave the 4 Motion Emotion as loose can be in a short field.
It looks like she probably is going to be loose in this race. I mean, personally, Dan, I thought she was going to be really tough in this race anyway. And with these 2 horses expected not to run, I think she's double tough now.
Well, let's take the field in post-position order, beginning with one of the local runners, the number 1 Glacier Point. This is a horse that's still a maiden on dirt after 3 lifetime starts. The Beyer speed figures are very light. The funny thing is, if she can pass 1 horse in this race, she gets black type.
I guess that's the best they can hope for. Her top buyer on dirt's a 31, and she's in way over her head in here.
Interesting entrant is the 2 Calf Moon Bay. We have not seen this horse since early February when she ran 3rd in the Grade 2 Las Virginis. We're going to take a look at that race right now. She's in 4th, altering course to the far outside. Bellafina is going to win this race, and at this point of the year, Bellafina was considered the leading 3-year-old filly in the country. No real excuses for Calf Moon Bay. There was a good pace in front of her. She comes clunking along for 3rd. This is her first start off a very lengthy layoff, but I have a feeling they're going to try to get a little aggressive with her coming out of the gate, showing some fresh speed, at least to try to stay close to Motion Emotion.
I mean, I get, yeah. I mean, she certainly can keep close. I don't think there's any way she can run with that horse early. So we'll just see if the trip works out. I think it's just sort of a tough spot for her to come back. And I mean, she benefits from the scratches she's going to get, obviously, but to come back off a layoff like this, going this distance, and to have to chase a really fast horse, that's a tall order.
Motion Emotion is that really fast horse, and she ran 2nd in a couple of graded stakes races at Oaklawn, and where you could argue she ran too well to lose both times, doing all of the dirty work on fast paces before being run down late. This is her 3rd start for the Richard Baltus barn. Most recently, she ran at Keeneland in a 2-turn mile in a 16th race, and here she is on the lead. She kind of made an early bid to make the front 2.5 furlongs from home. She is in front. Are you disappointed that this long shot ran her down, or did she just happen to go too fast and move too soon?
I don't know. I was a little disappointed that she couldn't hold on. You can tell that she's tired here at the end of the race and is just sort of looking for the wire. She doesn't make it. All in all, I still thought that she ran well, Dan. She kept up with the pace the entire way. She took it over, as you say, relatively early in there. I thought she ran fine. It was only her 2nd start back. Now she's had that one under her belt as well, so 3rd back. Maybe you get an even better effort. And the pace scenario it just works so much in her favor in this race.
And that's really the key. If she can just settle, and that's been an issue early, at least in the year, for her when she makes the lead, she pulls a little bit, but she seems more mature. I like that she rated a little bit last time out at Keeneland. If she gets to the lead here and just backs down the fractions, she'll be very tough to catch. Horologist is expected to scratch. Mike, if she runs in here somehow, she did win the Monmouth Oaks. She had no chance in the Cotillion, and she ran really well, all things considered, to finish 3rd. And listen, she was 6-1 in the Raven Run last time out. She would fit well here.
I thought she was going to be really tough in this race. It's disappointing that she's not going to run in here. The Raven Run I just don't care about. She just seems like a filly who really got better when they stretched her out. So I'm not sure what the idea was to cut her back. And since she's better going long, Dan, she would have been a huge factor in this race.
New Mexico bred number 6 McWend completes this field. This is a multiple stakes winner against fellow state breds. Her last race is a throwout, not only because it was her first start off a multi-month layoff, but she must have missed the break by 3-4 lengths, then was buried down inside, turning into the stretch. That race was a throwout. It's just that her buyers are light, and she just doesn't seem to have enough speed. If she has to run into a very slow pace set by a very good horse, she's up against it.
Yeah, it does feel that way. I mean, earlier this year, she went 2 for 2 when they stretched her out. So you don't really worry about the distance with her, and you throw out the last race. So you don't, you feel like she can get the distance. She's just not fast enough to beat these horses.
Let's take a look at our top selection for the Zia Park Oaks. Mike, you're going with the horse to catch and beat. That's the 4 Motion Emotion. I'm curious to see if Calf Moon Bay has matured a little bit. We haven't seen her since February. That 84 buyer as a February 3-year-old is rock solid, in my opinion. It compares favorably to some of the things we've seen recently from Motion Emotion. We'll see what Calf Moon Bay can do, but we look at it the same way. You're going 4-2, I'm going 2-4.
It's hard to go in any other direction after the stretches. Unfortunately, that's what we're left with. And Motion Emotion just feels like she's in a great spot here as the lone speed.
It's race 8 at Zia Park on Wednesday. $250,000 up for grabs in the Zia Park Oaks. Approximate post time 3:09 Mountain. Best of luck.